Easy Odds Euro 2016 special video. This is the third one we've done. We've got the outright tips, player of the tournament, top goal scorer. We've got group tips already out as well.
Yeah.
There'll be some annotations around here where you can click on those if you want, or you can subscribe to our channel. That thing would have come up at some point as well above my head. But now we go for the team tips. Now we've got every single team covered in Euro 2016.
Yeah,
you've written a preview on every single team, all 24 teams. Yep. Even Albania,
even
Slovakia, even Wales, even that little county. Wales. You've done the Wales. But anyway, yeah. So all of those are on the app. They're also on site. We've got a brand new Euro 2016 app. It's absolutely free. Like I said before, it's got a preview on every team. It's got a preview on every group. It's got an outright tip. It's got a player of the tournament tip. It's got a top goals for tip. It's got all the best odds. It's got free bets. It's got offers. It's got basically everything you would ever want from an app.
Pretty much.
If you wanted to bet on Euro 2016, or if you just want some information on Euro 2016, it's a nice little number and it's free. Anyway, this video today is sponsored by Winner. So thanks to the guys from Winner sponsoring the video. Let's go through some of the teams. I think we're only going to go through the home nations that are in the tournament, right?
Yeah.
So let's start with.
But don't forget that, as Jake says, if you don't want to use just the UK, go to the app or the desktop version of easyodds.com and click on Euro 2016, and then you'll find my previews for every single team in the tournament, all 24 teams, with at least one best bet for each team. So
the link for the app will be down below as well in the description. Yep. But let's get to it. England. Let's start with the big one, the biggest team, and the best. England tips. What do you think is the best bet for England, and how do you think they're going to do?
Yeah, I think we're going to do okay. I'm going to stick with my tip from the group betting video where I did tip England to win Group B, best price 10 to 11, really decent price. I think surprised that it was as big as that personally. England have got the confidence now, and unlike previous squads, it doesn't come with a kind of cockiness. I'd say that too many times we went into a tournament feeling a bit too cocky.
Yeah.
And even though we've got every right to actually feel cocky, I don't think that our players, this current squad of players, are like that. So that's really good. It's a hard-working team, willing to fight. They're willing to win the fight first, and then play the teams off the park after that. The group has little to fear for them, especially after a nightmare start of 2 losses in World Cup 2 years ago. They've got quite a bit to earn our respect after that terrible performance in 2014, as you alluded to in the previous video. But I do feel that in Group B, England will do just that. So I'm backing the 3 Lions to win Group B at a best price of 10 to 11. I'm going to go through quickly my kind of preview of the teams. Hodgson is the manager, of course. Somewhat surprisingly, the former Fulham Liverpool boss kept his job after the World Cup.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get sacked off that. I thought it was a guarantee.
Yeah. But he's proved his worth in qualification. England won all 10 matches, picking up a perfect 30 points. The only team to do so in all of the qualifying of Euro 2016.
Very true.
And we only let in 3 goals in the process. They're in Group B with local rivals Wales, Russia, Slovakia. They've been installed as favourites with the bookies for it, and the current form is good as well. We've lost just twice in our last 16 matches. Worryingly, those losses came against Spain and Holland, 2 better sides. I wouldn't necessarily include Holland in the better sides category at the moment, but Spain in particular, it's one of those matches that every single time England would play a friendly against a better team, we would lose, which was annoying. But in the run-up to Euro 2016, we've actually gone to Germany and won, and we've also played France, the favourites for this tournament, off the park at Wembley.
Yeah.
So two wins against the better sides, plus we're in really good form. Just 2 losses in 16. So I think on current form, to win Group B, 10 to 11, really decent price. What are the strengths? Goals, as simple as that. This England squad have got goals throughout the team. We've got 2 of the top goal scorers in the Premier League, in Vardy and Kane, and we're such well endowed up front that Vardy might not even play many minutes for England in the European Championships. We're still not entirely sure.
He should do.
Who he's going to go with. Another tip for you here is I think the person that will play the most minutes up top is Harry Kane. 2-1 best price to be top scorer. Scored in the game that he played against Turkey. Missed a penalty, but then also scored a goal. So 23 goals that's now moved up to 27 goals in the last 12 games. Only failed to score twice in the last 22 games. So goals is England's strength at the moment. And what is the weakness of English football? I actually think this current squad is going to struggle a little bit with discipline. You've got Dele Alli, Eric Dyer, Jamie Vardy, all players who are pretty hot-headed and pretty new to tournament football. And we've already seen with the likes of Beckham and Rooney in their first tournaments get sent off. So we could have something similar there. So if you do fancy a dabble in the red card market in any of the England games, I wouldn't put you off that either.
That's interesting, yeah. That is interesting. I definitely think Dele Alli is a bit of a hothead, a bit worried about him because he's probably our best player, well, biggest potential anyway.
Still yet to be sent off in his career, but retrospectively he has been.
yeah. And also his temperament, he's really good at extravagant finishes and crazy finishes, but I've seen him miss. He missed that open goal for Spurs, and he missed an open goal for England as well against Germany. But he is unbelievably good, and he's unbelievably talented as well. Next up, we've got Wales.
Okay,
how do you think they're going to get through in the tournament? Obviously, they're in the same group as England. But what's gonna happen with the old Wales team?
Well, I'm going to please Stu in the office here. I actually think that Wales are going to get to the last 16, and I think stage of elimination betting, last 16, 33-20 is a pretty decent price. Wales qualified for their first European competition since 1958, when they did so in a pretty difficult group with the likes of Belgium. Didn't lose any of their 2 games to Belgium, which is really, really good, including a win at home against a team that at the time were ranked number 1 in the world. So that's not to be dismissed. And I just think with Gareth Bale in their team, they're more than capable of getting out of the group with Russia and Slovakia, hardly world beaters. So I think a stage of elimination, last 16, 33-20 is a decent bet. Plus, Gareth Bale to be top scorer at 65 surely is the bet of the tournament. That is just absolutely crazy.
That is mortgage. Put my life. I will eat a hat if that doesn't happen. Gareth Bale, 65, to be Wales' top goal scorer. That is mental. That is mental. I can't believe it.
He is the MVP of this team easily, and what basically Coleman has done is he's managed to tactically have a team that just play around him, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with having an MVP and just building a team around your best player and playing to that person's strengths. They played a 4-5-1 with Bale as the spearhead in attack. He scored 7 goals in qualification. Wales only scored 11 goals in their qualifying group. He scored 7 and set up 2 of them. So how important is Gareth Bale to this Wales team? Very important indeed. And for him to be 6-5 to be top goal scorer in this European Championships is unbelievably good.
That's mind blowing.
Really, really good. So absolutely, my best tip here is 6-5. Gareth Bale, top Wales scorer at 65. And my dabble bet there is stage of elimination, last 16, 33-20. I do think that they'll get past the group stages and into the last 16, but I don't think that they'll get much further than that.
That's your best bet. That's your best tip. That's got to be your best bet ever. The bet of the century.
Surely.
Tip of the century. Gareth Bale to be top Wales goal scorer. Unless he gets injured. Injured first game, first minute.
Nightmare.
Next up, we've got Ireland. Obviously, they didn't have a brilliant game friendly the other day. But how are they going to get on in the actual when it gets to the big tournament?
Ireland qualified for 2016 thanks to a playoff victory over Bosnia. Surprisingly, after making his international debut at the age of 27, I think Jonathan Walters could be the hero yet again. He was the hero in the playoff. He scored home and away in that tie. So overall, he scored 5 goals in qualifying, the same amount as their best striker, Robbie Keane. He also scored 5, but he also scored all of his goals against Gibraltar, which I believe shouldn't count.
No, they should not count.
So to my eyes, Jonathan Walters was their top goal scorer in qualifying, And I think 5 to 1 here is a really decent price on Walters. His versatility and work rate mean that he's normally a first choice. Even if he doesn't start up front, he'll kind of play in midfield or on the wing. He can play any of those roles. He's also possibly on set pieces. He's been known to take both free kicks and penalties for this Ireland team.
Good penalty taker.
Decent penalty taker. So I think 5 to 1 is an absolutely massive price. The only person that's going to beat him really, apparently Keane is struggling with injury. So the only person that's going to beat him is Shane Long, and Shane Long's odds on. And I just think there's enough doubt about Shane Long being top goal scorer that makes that not a good bet. And I think Jonathan Walters' top goal scorer for Ireland is possibly a really good one, especially when you consider that Sean St. Ledger was their top goal scorer in Euro 2012. Centre half, well known for playing with the likes of
Keogh. So he could be.
He could be
top goal scorer.
So 5 to 1 for a goal scorer that may only have to score 1 or 2 goals. I think 5 to 1 is a really decent price on the dexterous Jonathan Walters.
Good word.
Thanks.
Good word. Good tip. Not as likely as Gareth Bale to be top.
Not as likely,
Wales,
but that's
still,
why it's 5 to 1 and a very good price.
But not 5 times as likely. Definitely not. 5 times as unlikely even. Next up, Northern Ireland. The northern part of Ireland.
Yeah.
As they probably hate to be called. But anyway, no, Northern Ireland, country in itself. Who's going to... what's your best bet at Northern Ireland? How are they going to do?
Well, I'm really worried about Northern Ireland in this group.
Okay.
I know that a lot of people are saying that the worst group is Group E, with the likes of Italy and Ireland and Sweden and Belgium. But I genuinely believe that Northern Ireland have got the worst draw. They've got to play Germany, they've got to play Ukraine, and they've got to play Poland. And I actually think that those 3 teams are probably apart from Belgium, are probably better than the other sides in Group E.
Okay.
So I'm personally thinking that this is the group of death, and the fact that that Northern Ireland have gone on this incredible run of just not losing a game for over 400 days is unbelievable. But you have to take into account who they've been playing, and this group is so tough. I just really worry for them, and that's why I've gone for a pretty out there bet of no goal scorer, which I'm really sorry, Northern Ireland fans.
Nightmare.
And I know that Will Grigg is on fire.
He is. Will Grigg. How could you go against Will Grigg?
But here's my reasoning for it. Basically, they're up against 3 of the better teams in this Euro 2016 tournament, and on paper, Northern Ireland should not be on an 11-match unbeaten run, and I think eventually the luck's going to run out up against the better sides, and they're up against Germany, who defensively are sound, Poland, who are defensively really good, as are the Ukraine. So I just cannot see them getting a goal past any of those teams, and 11 to 2 I think is actually a really decent price. You could argue that to win to nil bets on those 3 match bets are decent bets, right? If you said Ukraine to beat Northern Ireland to nil, on neutral ground, Poland to beat them to nil on neutral ground, and Germany to beat them, are all separate decent bets. So why not combine them all and say that they're not going to score a goal?
It'd be interesting to see what price it is for an accumulator from those 3.
Yeah.
It might be better than 11 to 2.
Absolutely.
Could be.
So yeah, that's my final tip there for Northern Ireland. No goal scorer, 11 to 2. Apologies, Northern Ireland fans. I know that you've got Carl Lafferty. I know you've got Will Grigg, but you're just up against some very tough teams. You've been really unlucky with your group draw, and I'm just going to go for no goal scorer, 11 to 2.
You're going to look a fool when Carl Lafferty nails one in from 35 yards in the first.
There's a small part of me that wants to look like a fool.
Yeah, yeah, same.
So those are my tips there. Northern Ireland, no goal scorer, 11 to 2. Republic of Ireland, Jonathan Walters, top scorer, 5 to 1. Wales got 2 kind of bets there, 33 to 20, stage of elimination, last 16, and Gareth Bale, top goal scorer, 6 to 5. Still can't quite believe that price. And finally, England, top goal scorer, Harry Kane, 2 to 1, and England to win the group at 10 to 11.
I like all them.
Thanks.
I like all them a lot, especially the Bale one.
Especially
not,
the Bale
not
one.
so much the Northern Ireland one. But it's
We'll
a
see.
big price.
Well, if you like the fact that me and Jake don't agree on absolutely everything. Make sure that you tune in to Easy Odds channel daily throughout the Euros, because we're going to be going head to head in all the matches from day one forwards. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel for those by clicking the above button, which is just above Jake's head there. And thanks very much for watching. Download the app. Make sure that you get the best odds possible by using our odds comparison service. I've been Ross Casey, and this is Jake Johns.